What is up? What is up? It is Mikey Rolls here with Salvage the Savage, but this week I am here with Motortopia at the 2023 SEMA show in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they have some of the most creative, most badass builds of the year. They also got a whole bunch of vendors out here showing off all their new products. It's freezing out, so let's get inside and let's go check them out. All right, so while I'm over here in the QA1 booth, I started talking to my boy Scott over here, giving me a little explanation on the carbon fiber drive shafts.
We build these all in-house, and they're wound with carbon fiber. We take a tube and we wind the carbon fiber around it. So it's all...
So the tube's like a mold.
A mold, yep. Then we designed a glue, so to speak, that is an epoxy, that we epoxy the yoke into the drive shaft itself. And so it's heat treated and bonded to withstand a lot of horsepower and torque. It's custom.
So you could get it in different diameters. So
correct.
This is a 2 1/4, and is that a 3 inch?
So this would be our 3 1/4 inch.
3 1/4.
Yep. And these would be like our circle track drive shafts. 2,000 horsepower, 1,500 foot-pounds of torque. The drive shaft is not the weak link. Actually, the U-joint is the weak link.
Yeah.
So we use top-of-the-line Spicer U-joints, and that's what they're capable of holding for torque and horsepower. So you have less rotational mass also, so your engine will rev up faster. Another thing to keep in mind is the safety factor. So if a drive shaft would ever fail, like a steel drive shaft, that's coming through the floor. Not to say we're ever gonna have a failure with these drive shafts, but if this does fail, it's just gonna disintegrate.
Okay. Yeah.
So nothing coming up, taking your legs off, anything of that nature.
Well, that's scary. Thank you, Scott, for pointing that out to us. And so you have specific for different models of cars as well.
Yeah, then we do have some direct fit ones. So for the Ford Mustang, the Camaro, and the Challenger, these are bolt in, ready to go.
So for anybody who wants to upgrade their drive shaft, and for instance, if you got a Mustang, you just go online, you go through the little steps, and if you want to build a custom one, they basically walk you right through it on their website, and you put in all the information as far as like what rear end you're putting it into, what transmission, and your lengths and all that stuff.
Your lengths and which yokes you want. We show all our different flanges that we're able to make custom drive shafts for. So,
but you don't do 2-piece drive shafts yet.
Correct. No 2-piece.
You should.
Well, we haven't figured out or engineered how you can have a slip joint into a 2-piece shaft.
Okay.
Out of carbon fiber.
Because there's a lot of bag trucks with some power out there nowadays, Scott.
Yeah, but how are you going to do a slip in a carbon fiber?
I don't know. That's for you to figure out, not for us.
Engineers.
That's it, man. So anyways, thanks for walking us through it, man. So,
very welcome.
Guys, if you're looking to upgrade your drive shaft, check out QA1. Not only do they have amazing suspension parts, but now they do offer carbon fiber drive shafts. So I think this might be one of the biggest talked about shared builds at SEMA this year, at least as far as I have seen. This is a twin turbo Continental. I'm pretty sure I saw this when we were out at LST. It wasn't as finished, but there it is, man. This thing is looking sweet.
Everybody's seen all kinds of military charity builds. Some people will build a military charity truck that's themed, and they'll give it to a military charity, and that's really great. Some people will build a military charity vehicle, and they'll give it to a veteran, which is amazing also. But we want to do something a little bit different. We want to use our brand power and all the amazing vendors that are around here to raise as much money as that we possibly could for this charity Mission 22. So what we've done is we've built this truck, and we're gonna obviously show it off here, take it to Barrett-Jackson in April in Palm Beach, and we're gonna auction this truck off, and we're gonna give 100% of the proceeds to Mission 22.
All right, guys, so I'm over here at the Engaged Media booth, and they brought out Sargent Square to the show. They brought it out here, showed it off to everybody. They got a really sweet graphic on it. A couple other things have changed. So I'm gonna let Chris kind of walk us through the whole build and go through, you know, all the little details that make this thing special.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. So a couple cool things. As you can see, we got billet aluminum Sargent Square badges. Those were really cool. Shaved all the drip rails, shaved the seam in the back. We put flush mount glass in the rear, so now we have no seal in the back. We have brand new wing windows from Precision Replacement with electric windows in it. Eddie Motorsports billet door handles. Another really cool trick thing that we did to it is the tail lights. Now we got the first ever.
I did notice
tail
that.
Light, gas door
I feel like a little embarrassed because we did do a lot of work to get that the gas fill over here in the corner. And then you guys took it to that next level. And you know, it's funny because a lot of people on the channel were like, you guys should put the gas fill in the headlight, or the tail light rather. And boom, you guys made that happen.
Yeah, they didn't make it when you guys had the truck, so we didn't even consider it. And then LS Fab basically came out with it right after you gave us the truck back. So we threw that.
They must have been watching the channel.
They were probably watching.
They're like, all right, the people's choice.
And then we put this is an all aluminum bed topper. This has motorized, but we just didn't have time to motorize it. But this is all aluminum from Pros Pick. They make it for square bodies or any other truck. Flush mount, really nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Interior is all fully done now.
This is the biggest thing that I'm impressed with, man. I mean, who did it? Fessler?
Fessler USA, yeah. So same guys that do the flush mount.
Fessler, we've worked with them before with the flush mounted stuff. I didn't even know they did interior, man. This thing came out sick.
And this is all their own kit. You can order this stuff right online and tell them what pattern, and they'll mail it all to you, and you just pop it in. They cut this seat themselves.
Just pop it in.
Just pop it in.
He sounds like one of my customers, man. You just pop it in, right?
Yep. We got a Spark steering wheel. I did it steering column with a tilt column.
Nice.
New vintage USA gauges, and that's an all fiberglass dash from Fessler USA. But if you check out, since this is a charity truck, one of the really cool things he did was put the Mission 22 badge not only in the door panel but right in the center of the seat.
Yeah, I've seen it in a couple places.
Yeah.
I really love this interior, man. And it smells like a brand new vehicle that just came off the lot in 2023.
I could kind of show you under the hood real quick. As we all know, most SEMA trucks aren't running. we didn't want to cut any corners, so we didn't take the time to wire.
Is this a graphic?
Yeah, just a decal.
It looks cool.
Really nice though.
Yeah. We
got Dapper headlighting, and we powder coated all the housings to where it's all black, so everything has the same kind of look. With these smooth bumpers that have all the bolt holes smoothed out, as you know.
Bolt holes.
Bolt holes. So underneath the hood, we got that 6.2 from Scoggin Dickens.
So a couple more little details to finish up, and you guys are going to get this thing running and on the road. And the next stop, well, I did hear that somebody's already offered you a nice little check for it.
Yeah, we got.
What happened with that?
We got over a 6-figure offer already, but we're going to see it all the way through. This is a charity build.
Good.
We said we're going to take it to Barrett-Jackson. We're going to take it to Barrett-Jackson. So it's going in Palm Beach in April. We'll finish it up. We'll tune it. We'll put a few miles on it to make sure it's turnkey. And then we'll see what it does across the block. I think it's going to do good, though.
Well, I'm super excited. I'm happy that I got to be part of it. And I'm also kind of stoked that you are bringing it to the auction in Palm Beach, because that's, you know, a local venue for me, and I'm definitely going to come out there. We're all going to come out there and see this thing go across the auction block. So, Chris, man, thank you for walking us through the truck.
Thank you for all the work.
Thank you for having us out here. Sargent Square. You guys are still, you know, you guys can still go onto the Mission 22 website if you want to make a little donation. It's for a good cause. Big shout out to all the people that were involved in it that made this thing happen. So, interesting story. This guy lives in South Florida in West Palm, and he holds the record for the fastest streetcar. Doesn't really look much like a streetcar, but evidently it can drive on the street, and he's over 300 miles an hour, 310 miles an hour in this thing. Crazy. He's got a set of cojones.
So you guys have seen, Gas and Mikey's been working on the C15 for a while now, and man, a bunch of awesome companies came together to get this together for you guys, and his team has absolutely killed it. I know you guys are watching the YouTube channel. His team has killed it. So we're going to unveil it for you today here in a little bit.
Now this is laying on a TCI chassis and putting 20 floors with the frame on the ground.
I was over here when they unveiled this truck, and it was mob. So I'm coming back to do a little walk around so we can get a little better look-see at it. This thing is pretty sweet. From what I heard, they built this thing in like 6 weeks or something. I don't know. It's a beautiful truck. Custom billet grill, I think. Sick. Love the paint. Interior is pretty cool. It smells nice and fresh. I mean, whether it took them 6 weeks or 6 months, I mean, super nice truck. These are nice billet hinges. Sporting a resto mod. Nice truck. And this is another sweet truck. From what I heard, this truck was built for a guy who lives in Germany. And I heard that it costs like $400,000 to build it, and then he has to pay $250,000 just to get it back to Germany. So this is in the Vibrant booth. Vibrant's new fuel fittings, or fuel filters rather. Clean work. Spot for your rags and your beers. Very nice. This is intercooler piping coming right next to you. Mid-engine. Engine's tucked all the way back in here. Cantilever suspension. Jeez.
It's an LME LSR that's 400 cubic inches. It's D-stroke for 9,000 plus RPM, and it's up to 2,000 horsepower. We've got two G35 900 Garrett turbos in the rear here.
Camera right here.
And we're a blown diffuser, and basically
All the way over.
we got everything to make it 2,000 horsepower.
1,000.
Both sides.
Is this purpose built for like attack the clock auto racing?
What track? Grid life, global time attack, super lap battle, high speed. We might, yeah.
Oh, you might.
We might.
Alright, so we're gonna take a little walk outside. This is the Toyo Tread Pass. This is where all the cool kids hang out. Boy. Wow. This car's got to be like $1 million plus. Probably way over $1 million. This is pretty wild. The Jeepster. All right, this little thing is rad, super rad, built by Attacking the Clock. Look at all this carbon fiber, man. So I kind of overheard him say he built this in 6 weeks. Very cool. So this is what I'm assuming is like a blower, but it's an electric blower. That's pretty cool. This is gorgeous. Just gotta test the steering wheel. Test the steering wheel on this beautiful classic Mercedes gold wing doors. Pretty sexy. Probably one of the coolest booths I've ever seen. This guy actually has real sod in his booth. Here's maybe a Buick Skylark. Really sure? Super clean build. Invicta. Buick Invicta. Sweet. So Project Lockjaw was out here 2 years ago. And it wasn't done. And it's here again. I wonder if it's done. It's a nice looking truck. How about that? Tesla with some spokes. Walking through SEMA, and I catch this cat daddy right here. You guys,
what's up, y'all?
If you guys don't know Eddie, you gotta know Eddie. So Eddie has been around in the trucking world forever. And fun fact, he is kind of from West Palm, right?
Yeah, I'm from West Palm. Yeah.
So he's from West Palm. That's my hometown. But now he lives in Georgia.
Gainesville, Georgia.
Gainesville, Georgia.
I work for AMD.
He made the move. He's working for AMD. He's got a truck out here, and we're here to check it out. What do you got here, my man?
59 Apache, 10 years in the making, and still not all the way there, but it's here as close as it's ever been. Had a lot of people involved helping me put it together, and you guys will be seeing it on the pages and cover of Street Trucks here soon.
Okay. Well, listen, who doesn't love a nice Apache, man? Especially laying down on the ground.
So happy, man. My great buddy, Jamie from West Palm, drove 11 hours to Atlanta and worked for 3 days. Didn't sleep. Oh, sorry, didn't sleep. Getting this chassis set to receive the new body, new drivetrain, and stuff like that. So we put the bed on it, got all that together. Evan from Oliver Speed and Chassis did everything else, all the assembly, got everything wired in, got everything done. We still have a little things here and there to tweak because it's SEMA. but man, it's just between the two of them and all the companies involved, man, I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier.
Well, so not to skip ahead, but I do want to talk more about some of your favorite parts, but this is something that is definitely SEMA discussion. You know, a lot of vehicles out here are not running and driving, missing some things. This one happens to be missing an interior, so.
And it's not my fault.
Funny little story that he actually went out of his way to kind of discuss here on this board, but FedEx lost his seat. Actually, well, part of his seat.
The seat's in 2 different boxes. We put it together one order. We get 2 hides of leather from Moore & Giles, put them in one of the boxes, ship them out. It tracks from Salt Lake City, Utah, all the way to Kennesaw, Georgia, which is 45 minutes from Automotive Drive. Scans into the building, never scans out. Totally disappears.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Yeah, totally disappears.
I'm hoping that someone, you know, nowadays, power of social media, I think someone's gonna come through. So if you guys find, what'd you find? You got the bottom side section or the back?
The top side showed up for no reason because it still says pending, and the bottom that had the hides is actually still missing.
All right, so if you guys see somebody cruise around with that bottom section of a C10 seat, grab him by the ear and pull that bench out of his truck and send it back over to Eddie.
Yeah, dude. So
one of my favorite things I've seen for your truck is that shifter, man. That thing is badass.
Funny story, when I lived in West Palm, I managed clubs and bars, and one of my buddies is like, Yarrow, he's like, hey man, you should get an O'Doul's tap because I don't drink, and everybody does shifters. And I'm like, O'Doul's? He goes on eBay and finds it in Canada. Canada has O'Doul's on tap.
That's kind of weird.
So he finds it, sends it to me, and I've had it for years. And then when I was doing all this, Robert Messenger, Custom Paint in Houston, he's like, dude, I can't put this green and tan. Let me with it. So he took it out, striped it with the roof.
Beep.
Sorry, man.
This guy's got a dirty mouth. So he painted the shifter, to match the roof, man. That roof is sick. And I know you got a whole bunch of plans coming out as far as getting the truck dialed in. But I don't even know if we should talk about it because I think we should just wait until it's done, and then we're gonna see it in Street Truck hopefully on the cover.
First week of February, World of Wheels, Alabama. It's gonna be the next time anybody sees it.
I love the paint scheme. It looks really awesome. I can't wait to see it done, Eddie. Let's go, man.
I can't wait to be cruising it around.
We'll see you next weekend at Dino's, right?
Dino's for sure.
Cool, man. Looking forward to seeing you.
Guys, thank you. We'll see you soon. SEMA 2023. It's going.
And go check out AMD, man. AMD is always supporting everybody out here, so go check them out.
AutomotiveDirect.com.
Peace. That's pretty crazy. There's a tread. So I guess if you get stuck on a rock or you're high centered, you could turn that track on and it'll pull you right off. Dad's bananas. It's a very cool truck. FJ Bruiser, as they call it. Even though he doesn't want to do an interview, I'm not going to show his face. I had to talk about this truck, man. This thing is sweet. This is a 64 International. His Instagram is slam64, so you can check slam_. Anyways, my man here, he's got a sweet International. If you guys know and you follow our channel, then you know I had an International, so it's only fair that I'd come over here and check it out. And it's sitting in the Resto Mod booth. This thing, the patina is mint. Absolutely perfect, man. This truck is dope. So a couple people have already tried to buy this off him here at the show, but he said, no, man, this is the only vehicle that I got. I could roll around with my boys.
It's supposed to be a budget, little quick build. Turned out to be more full frame. Did a 2018 pull-out 5.3 6L80 out of a wreck truck, whatever. So we did
this is a clean little pull-out motor you got here, brother.
Yeah, totally clean, 30,000 miles. The Matson made the radiator for us. Got the spout brushless fans on it. Old anvil, oil containers, catch
can. Who makes those?
Those are made built by Old Anvil Speed Shop, but they have my logo on them. Slam 64s.
I love those. Those are really cool.
Yeah. What's cool about the AC, I'm glad you asked about that. I didn't know what controls. We took those controls out, sent them back to Restomod, and they redid the backing of them to their electronics. So
Right.
it's all
I don't know if we want to say that on camera, because next thing you know, everyone's going to be sending their controls into them.
No, Mike's cool. I said ask for Mike if somebody to get that done.
Yeah, ask for Mike. He's the owner.
Yeah.
He'll take care of you. I see you got the sweet patina.
Yeah, Sweet Patina took care of us on the racks. And those guys are awesome. So 2 switches here, so you got up and down. So there's your down.
Oh, that is nice. Very smooth. Very nice. We're over in the wheel and tire section at SEMA, and I found my friend Pablo here with Threat Off-Road.
How's it going, guys?
How's it going, man? So Pablo is out here this year at SEMA showcasing a brand new product that Threat Off-Road is offering. Pablo, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, so we're introducing our new billet wheel. Basically, it's a forged aluminum wheel. It's a solid wheel design. It has the flushing points here on the ring. And so far, the response from everyone has been epic. Like, we're super happy with how this wheel is being received by the off-road market. We just found the need to do something that's a little bit more off-road friendly. Maybe for the off-road enthusiasts that's actually going out on the weekends and hitting hardcore trails, and they don't want to, you know, pop the bead with the tires, with the wheels they have. So we decided to do an off-road version, a billet version for them, and yeah, just trying to go after the more aggressive crowd out there.
So this setup right here is obviously one of the finishes. Now, I'm sure you can customize the finish that you want on your set, right?
We're actually going to offer machine as forge finish, which is basically a raw look for a billet wheel. That wheel will let people customize it whatever way they want. They will just powder coat it. So if you have a red Jeep or a pink Jeep, you can make your wheels match.
Do you have that wheel here so we can check it out?
Yes, let's go check it out.
We won 100, right?
Oh, there you go. That's sharp, man. So this comes all raw. And so you buy it like this, you can send this out to powder coat. You take the beadlock off, you get this powder coated one color, maybe keep this raw. I mean, it's
limitless.
Limitless. You can just basically do whatever you want. Now this is your beadlock wheel, and you guys also offer other styles as well, correct?
Yes, we do offer anything from 17 by 9 to 22 by 10. We were basically thinking on hitting every market between the off-road community. There is people that, you know, maybe the Ford guys, the guys with the F-150s, or the guys with the GMC's 1500s. Those guys usually want a cleaner look. Their trucks are already lifted, and maybe they want to rock a 22 by 10 with a low profile tire. So we also have different offerings for them.
You know what we call those guys, right? the parking lot queens.
Oh, well, yeah, not all of them.
Not all of them.
Well, yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, man. So this almost looks like the beadlock, but it's...
Well, yeah, we call it a simulated beadlock. This is the 702 Firewall. This wheel has been a great wheel for us. It's basically a wheel that put us on the map. The response has been crazy with this wheel. A ton of overlanding guys choose this wheel for their builds. And yeah, that's basically what took us to designing an actual billet, because we kept being asked if this was a true billet or not.
Right.
And I was like, no, it's not. It's a simulated billet, but we're designing a billet for you guys.
Simulated.
Yeah.
Do you guys have this wheel on any vehicles here?
Yes, it's actually on this truck right now.
Oh, there you go. It's okay. So this is 17?
17 by 9, satin black finish. I don't really know the offset on this wheel, but I mean, we choose it exclusively for Sam's. Sam's the owner. His setup super clean looking, and we think it really elevates the look of his build. So
that's awesome. So if somebody wants to check out your new beadlock wheels, where are they gonna find you guys at?
We're gonna be at threadoffroad.com. People can go also to our Instagram page, threadoffroad. Yeah, I mean, basically we'll have all the information there. The beadlock wheel is not in the website yet. We're, undergoing that process of doing product photography and getting.
Now, what about the price point for your wheels?
Well, that I can't tell you yet.
All right, that's a secret.
Yeah, especially for the newer products, we're still working on it. It's a forged wheel, so the price, it's a sensitive topic here. Like, we just gotta figure it out, and then we'll let people know.
But wheels are 90% of the build, man. So if you don't pick the right wheels, you can totally flop on that.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, you can't go wrong with a forged beadlock wheel. Like, you're getting something, high quality product.
All right, that's the way to go.
Yes.
All right, so if you guys want to check out threadoffroad.com, check out their new beadlock wheels, check out all the styles they got. The possibilities are endless, man. You could design these things and customize them to fit your ride. So thank you for your time, brother.
Right on, thank you.
Good luck with it, man. We'll see you guys soon. This is what I walked all the way out here for. This OBS right here. No, not because of the bed notch, not because of the paint job or the wheels, not because of the interior, but because of this. Like a 10-liter, 632 cubic inch Chevy Performance LS with a supercharger. This thing sounds nasty when I pulled in yesterday.
Don't look stock.
Just smells fast, if that's possible. All right, we made our way outside the convention center, getting a little fresh air, a little sun. Why not check out the Hoonigan Burn Yard? See if maybe we'll catch a show, some action. This thing is bananas. Wide body kit. Full race style, ready to go, man. Look at this thing. Big old turbo. Oh, twin turbo. Some kind of diesel. Dark side diesel. Oh, it's a compound turbo. This thing is badass. That is a wrap on the episode. It's a wrap on SEMA 2023. We had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure you guys are liked and subscribed to the channel because you're not going to want to miss out on all the action we got coming out this year. Peace.